Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for April 9th, 2025. I'm Mike Spider-Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and you've been watching for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do so now. Yes, guys, this is the weekly series where I talk about the comic books that people are most excited about reading for the upcoming comic book week. Where do I get this data from? I get it from leagueofcomicgeeks.com, a great site that you can use absolutely for free to create your own pull list and find out what comic books are coming out each week. So with that being said, let's get started. Just like usual, we always start off with 5 books that are on the outside looking in. And the first book is Laura Kinney, Wolverine. This is issue 5. This kind of surprises me because Aquaman fell below this book. And I don't think this book is that good. The legacy numbering here is 73, 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 3,567 pulls. It's written by Erica Schultz, and this art is done by Glada Belvazio. When it comes to this book, it's not a Laura Kinney book. It's been nothing but. It's been a team-up book. But I can understand why people might gravitate toward this book because they like the character, and also Bucky Barnes is going to be in this one teaming up with Laura. So if you like it, that's totally awesome. We'll see what the story has to offer for this issue. Our second book that's on the outside looking in goes to Phoenix. This is issue 10. Not too many people talking about this book, but some people do read it, and it's 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 3,826 pulls, so that's what I mean by some people reading it. It's written by Stephanie Phillips, who I think writes some good titles, and the art here is done by Alessandro Miracolo. And in this book, it looks like it says it's the final battle. Jean Grey has ascended to her most powerful form ever, and she is facing off against an adversary by the name of Adani. I have not read this book, unfortunately, in quite some time, but if you're enjoying it, really cool. I wonder what that ultimate form is for Jean Grey. Our third book that's on the outside looking in is an absolutely fantastic book. This is Geiger. This is issue 13, 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 4,125 pulls, written by Jeff Johns, and the art is done by Gary Frank. A beautiful book. I love Geiger. He's still trying to figure out a way to cure himself. He's come across this character by the name of Ashley Arden, who is a glowing woman. Is she friend or foe? We're still trying to determine that, and there's some deep dark secrets in like her basement down below. You gotta read it to find out. A freaking fantastic series. Our fourth book that's on the outside looking in winds up going to Storm, issue 7. I've been enjoying this series a little bit more these days, and the legacy numbering here is 18. I got no idea why they need to put legacy numbering here, and it's 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 4,351 pulls. It's written by Morwa Onadel, and Luciana Vecchio does the artwork. Let me tell you, the artwork in this series is second to none. It's such a gorgeous book to look at, and what this book represents is the 50th anniversary issue of the character being debuted, and it has different cast of characters that are going to be in it. So if you like Storm and you like Thor and you like some other like god-like characters, this might be the book for you. And our last book that's on the outside looking in, just waiting to get into that top 10, is Batman Dark Patterns issue 5. It seems to be a fan favorite. A lot of people recommend this book to me, but I just read a lot of Batman stuff and just a lot of comics in general, so I am making cuts currently to make room for new comics. And this is 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 4,470 pulls. The writer here is Dan Waters, and the art is done by Hayden Sherman. So like I said, a lot of people seem to like this one, and it looks like Batman might be in Scarface Tower. Like I said, I don't know too much about what's going on about this, but hey, if you're having fun with it, that's absolutely fine. Here we go. We have entered the top 10. And coming in at number 10 goes to Spawn. This is issue 363. This book has 24 pages. It's still $2.99. This pull number here is 4,920 pulls. It's written by Todd McFarlane and the art is done by Brett Booth. Art is absolutely awesome. The story always seems to be like it's a little bit drawn out, but it's all good. The visuals are great here. And what this book has to offer is that there are always new threats emerging now from the shadows because the dead zones have returned to normal finally, and all the spawns can actually heal. So let's see what new power players are going to enter these zones trying to take over the world. This book has dropped quite a bit. Coming in at number 9 is The Incredible Hulk. This is issue 24. Legacy numbering 805, 32 pages, $4. This book has 5,132 pulls. It's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and surprise, surprise, once again, Nick Klein is not on the artwork. The art is done by Kev Walker. Literally, if Nick Klein could have stayed on this book every single issue, it probably would have been a much better book in my eyes, and definitely artwork would have carried the series. And that's why I decided to drop this book. And in this issue, it looks like that Bruce or Hulk, whoever's in charge at this moment, is going to New York to meet up with Strange. And obviously, whatever events happen in this issue lead into the milestone issue of 25. So if you're reading it, cool deal. Hopefully, issue 25 will be a good payoff issue. Coming in at number 8 goes to Daredevil. This is issue 20. Legacy numbering 682, 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 5,728 pulls. Nothing impressive yet within the top 10. It's written by Saladin Ahmed and the art is done by Jose Luis Soares Pinto? Yeah, so that's who does the artwork in this particular issue. If you want to jump on Daredevil, I guess this is the perfect jumping on point because this is a new story arc and there's going to be new enemies. And the weird thing in this book is that Matt finds a long lost love and the character's name is Nyla Skin. I don't know if he found her in previous issues. I'm not currently reading this series, but yeah, that's what this issue is about. Coming in at number 7, all-time low, goes to The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 1. The mighty has fallen, that is for sure. It seems like you guys need to hear other reviews before you put this on your pull list. The legacy numbering here is 965. 40 pages, $6. There's a wraparound cover. There's variant covers. There's a first appearance by the name of Hellgate here, and this book still has only 5,971 pulls. You don't see that with a Batman comic ever. And I think we're at this point with Spider-Man where people have just had enough, and they are going to need to either just pick up the issue at the shop before they put it on their pull list, or they're going to hear other reviews when it comes to this comic book. It's written by Joe Kelly and the art is done by Pepe Larez, and it's also done by John Romita Jr. He's credited in this issue also. We're going to see what this run has to offer, but I'm not going to lie, when it comes to Joe Kelly writing this book, I don't think his last story and the last run that just ended did him any favors for people picking up this comic. What do you guys think? Grabbing that number 6 spot goes to Batman and Robin. This is issue 20, 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 6,131 pulls, still nothing super impressive. Written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, Miguel Madonica, I think I said that wrong, is the artist here. And Batman and Robin's been a pretty solid book. Still kind of feeling my way around this book, but it looks like Damian has been kidnapped, and Batman's got to do battle against that character by the name of Memento, who reminds me of like a Scarecrow character. This is a good book. Like I said, still trying to feel things around to see what the story is truly about, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are enjoying this one. You are now entering the best of the best, the top 5. Number 5 goes to Action Comics issue 1085. 32 pages for the price of $5. This book finally jumps up in the pull numbers at 8,915 pulls. This one is written by G. Willow Wilson, and the art is done by Gavin Gaudry. Now, G. Willow Wilson currently writes Poison Ivy, which she writes a great series here when it comes to that book. But when it comes to Superman, I have no idea. But I have not read Action Comics in quite some time, so I'm probably going to wind up passing on this one. And we're getting ready for the whole Summer of Superman thing. So yeah, we'll see where we'll go with that. And like I said, I'll pass on this. Coming in at number 4, and I totally get why this book is always in the top 5. It's because it's Uncanny X-Men. This is issue 13, legacy numbering 713, 32 pages, $5. This book has 9,258 pulls. It's written by Gail Simone, and the art, once again, finally, done by David Marquez, which is good news there. You know, when it comes to Uncanny X-Men, I think people put it on their pull list because they want to see the flippin' X-Men. They don't want to see these freaking outlier little fuckers, right? And this is another story with them in it. This is what it is. It's called The Dark Artery. And this is the most terrifying adventure as the 4 young outliers discover the true meaning of the Haven House and a doorway that should never be opened. Like, bro, why can't we flip and get a story with our X-Men and leave these freaking idiots out just for one story arc? Maybe they'll get lost in this void and they'll be gone forever and we can get a story with the X-Men. That's all I want. That's all I want. We are now in the top 3. And coming in at number 3, this is the highest spot that this book has ever been on. And this is the Transformers. This is issue 19. Super excited about this. If you're a Transformers fan and you've been reading this book since issue 1, you've been wanting to know what's been going on with Megatron, and you're going to get that in this issue. 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has, God, he could not break 10,000. 9,285 pulls. It's written by Daniel Warren Johnson. And art is done by, it's a different artist. Ludu Lullaby? I said that wrong. I did not expect a different art on there. So that's going to make it a little bit different. Maybe because it is a flashback issue, they can kind of get away with the different artwork here. But I am still very much intrigued on what happened to Megatron all this time. Coming in at number 2 and so close to that number 1 spot is The Ultimates. This is issue 11. A lot of people are enjoying this book. And this is 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 13,049 pulls attached to it. It's written by Denise Camp, and the art is done by Juan Frigeri. This book is just a lot of fun, just seeing all the different cast of characters in the Absolute Universe, trying to come up with these plans to stop the Maker, and all different things like that. And in this issue, it looks like our heroes are going to have to take Loki off the seat of power at Asgard. So that could be fun. So you're going to see Thor and Sif and She-Hulk take that battle on. Man, this could be really dark. It could be a lot of fun. I'm not a huge Thor Asgard fan, but there have been previous issues with Thor in this series, and he's been written really well. So I'm looking forward to this issue. So just a reminder, guys, after number 1, we are not done, as we do have Spider Slayer's Sleeper Pick. I talked about 15 comic books here today, but there's going to be a book here that I think you might want to check out. And the number 1 most pulled comic book for April 9th, 2029 goes to Are you not surprised? Absolute Batman, and this is issue 7. I think the Absolute series or titles in general have been knocking it out of the park, and it's great to have options out there to read whether you're a Absolute fan or not. But a lot of books have been good books, so always great to have. This book is 32 pages for the price of $5. We get the first appearance of Mr. Freeze in this issue. This book has 20,701 pulls. You guys have been enjoying the Absolute Batman. It's written by Scott Snyder, and the art is done by Marcos Martin. So we're getting a different artist in this. This is a two-parter, and we're going to see what Mr. Freeze is about in this world. And I also want to learn a little bit more about the Joker in this world, too. That could be a lot of fun. And now it's time for Spider Slayer's sleeper pick, and that winds up going to Vatican City. This is issue 1. This one ranks number 30 on the pull list. And the reason why I picked this one, well, you'll find out in a second. This one is 40 pages for the price of $6. It has 766 pulls. However, it's written by Mark Miller, and the art is done by Narwhal. When it comes to Mark Miller's writing, I'm a huge fan. He's written so much stuff over the years. Like, of course, he's written Civil War, right? But when you look at his independent works like Kick-Ass and Hit Girl and Nemesis and Nightclub and Magic Order and all these different types of properties he has done, his writing is great. So what this book is about is a story about, I think it's like a vampire apocalypse that's happening, and pretty much every woman and child is dead except 2,000 tourists that are safely behind the walls of a holy relics in Vatican City. So how long can these people hold up with all these millions of vampires outside? I mean, that could be a lot of fun. So curious to see what this book has to offer. So yeah, if you're looking for something different this week, check out Vatican City by Mark Miller. So there you have it, webheads. There are the most pulled comic books for the week. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there some sleeper picks of your own? Let me know in the comment section below. And until tomorrow, which is New Comic Book Day, check out these other videos that I have left for you. And of course, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. And guys, I will see you on New Comic Book Day. Take care, everyone.